Hey guys, it's Ash, and I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys to see me farm all three resources, not just Dark Elixir, but also Gold and Elixir. So this is going to be a live 2-hour hardcore farming session where I'm going to be focusing on all three resources. And for this session, I'm also going to be using my Archer Queen. So let's get started without wasting any time. So 2-hour session has begun. I'm gonna boost two of my barracks because I don't want to bore you guys. Because it does take a while without boosting any barracks. Also makes my commentating job a lot more easier. Because otherwise we're gonna be seeing a lot of pauses. Um, so here we have. So I'm gonna be focusing on all three resources. So I'm gonna look for bases where I can get a ton of resource. Here I can get a lot, but they're all on the inside, which means that I'm gonna have to 3-star that base, and don't really want to do that. Not because I can't, I could have, but I would have to use all my troops for that base, just for about 400,000. Uh, there are easier bases. You just have to search for a bit longer, but it's worth this. It is worth the search. So let's see, and I am also gonna utilize some giants in this session, just because I have my Archer Queen, and giants are very good when used with the Archer Queen, because you can use the giants to defend your Archer Queen when attacking the inside of a base. So not only will I be attacking dead bases, collectors on the outside, but I'm also gonna raid storages inside the base. As you can see, a lot of these bases down here at Silver have really weak defenses. All of them have some really weak wizard towers and point defenses, so it makes it much easier to raid them. Oh, see, look at this. So this guy has a lot of resources inside the base. Now, he has a bunch of collectors on this side, but most of it inside from this direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from, I'm going to place, no, I can't get the town hall because there's an archer tower, so I'm just going to avoid that. I'm just going to go for the 50%, just because I do want to maintain some trophies. I don't want to fall behind. So I'm going to first attack from this side. There's a barbarian king, so I'll just use some minions with archers and barbarians, and we're gonna get these collectors first, because now after getting these collectors we can avoid attacking from this side. As you can see, there's a bunch of defenses and most of the loot is on this side, so now I'm just gonna focus here. I have one giant, so I guess I'll just use him to distract those two wizard towers and the two archer towers here. And now I'm going to send out my barbarians and archers behind and create a whole swarm, because right after that swarm I'm going to send out my Archer Queen, and all those barbarians and archers are going to protect my Archer Queen. Those mortars are level 5, so heal is going to be very good here, um, because level 5 mortars cannot one hit KO your archers. So there I'm going to send out that one wall breaker. These are level 5 walls, so only one wall breaker is necessary. There are two air defenses there, so let's see. Should I send out my minions yet? No, I don't need to yet, or probably don't even have to use any minions here. Okay, so as you can see, archers have spread out. That mortar is not going to KO them, as you can see right there. Archers are still alive, and they're going to get the elixir collector, and those archers behind those giants are going to get that, and we can head out here. We got our 1-star. We got everything from this base, so I got a lot of resources, over 650,000, and some dark elixir as well, so that's great. And I currently have 148 troops, so I can go back and raid again. As you can see, now I have 7 giants. I did pre-cook some giants. I'll be using around 8 giants and 16 minions like I usually do. So currently have 10 minions, so 3, there we go. And we're going to cook up rage and heal spells. Now, even though I have 160 troops, I'm still going to search, because as you guys know, that's what I like to do. I don't like to waste time. I don't like to wait on my troops. However, I did get myself some donations on Wizards, so I did donate to myself just to make that procedure a bit more quicker. So here I'm going to continue searching, and I do know that I have around 165 troops, so I'm going to search for like a few seconds, and if I can't find anything, I'm going to come back to my base, and that way I'm going to have more troops. I might have a full army in about 2 minutes. So if I can't find anything, I'm going to come back to a full army. And even though I have 165 troops, that's all I need to basically attack a dead base, attack a base with lots of collectors, loaded collectors on the outside. Okay, let's see. Still nothing. So here we're going to come back to our base, search for a few seconds there, and as you can see, 195 troops now. So I'm going to continue searching again. And this time, if I can't find anything in about 30 seconds or 1 minute, I'm going to come back to my base, and you can see that I'll have a full army. As for wall breakers, I currently have 9 of them, but you only need 6 to 8 of them. You don't need too many wall breakers because you're not gonna. Not only do wall breakers take a while to cook, you're not gonna really. You shouldn't really recklessly throw them around. As you can see, how I used my wall breakers very well in that last raid. Didn't really just throw them around. I utilized them well. I broke into 2 layers and got all the resources very easily. Also, it also helps to know how many wall breakers you need to break a certain wall. Here we have a bunch of resources. We have Dark Elixir right there in that drill. Here we have that, but it is kind of protected by that archer tower. Can I avoid it? Let's see. I might be able to place 2 archers there. Yeah, we can. Great. So I can get that drill for free. And here I'm just going to try to avoid that barbarian king by using archers. No barbarians. If I send out barbarians here, they're going to pull out the barbarian king. So that's my plan right there, is to avoid him. And here I'm going to spread out some barbarians, archers. I do know I have 165 around troops. So here I'm going to send out my 2 giants. I'm not going to use too many because I do know that it's pretty easy to get right there, the Dark Elixir storage, and his clan castle is also empty. Now I just need my queen to go inside and not direct herself there. Great. And those 2 giants that I sent out are protecting my queen. She's getting pulled by that king though, so that's a bit of a problem here. I'm going to activate her ability. Hopefully she goes for the Dark Elixir afterwards. Great. And we're going to end it there. So I got the Dark Elixir. My queen did get hit by like around 10% of her health, but doesn't matter. Still 3 minutes. So I only have to wait 3 minutes there. So it's very important to keep your queen safe. I would have given up right there. I would have surrendered if somehow my queen was getting harmed brutally, like if she was losing more than 20%. I try to keep her at least 80% every raid. So three minutes is really not a big of a deal. That's just the time of like 1 raid. So here I have 200 troops now, so I'm gonna keep searching. Okay, so far it's looking good. I did get some good Dark Elixir and also good Golden Elixir from the previous raids. Okay, here we have a lot of resources on 2 sides. So let's see, do I have to attack simultaneously? No, I don't have to attack simultaneously because of how segregated the defenses are. As you can see, most of the defenses, splash defenses, are in the center. So I can just first focus on one side and then focus on the next side. So I'm going to send out 2 giants, 2 wall breakers behind, open it up, spread out my barbarians. Make sure to have an even distribution, not use too many or too little. Okay, do I need to use a spell? Let's see. Um, so far it's looking good. I do want the elixir storages though. That king was a bit of a disturbance, but I think I can do it without any spells here. Yep. Just need those archers to go for that elixir storage. If not, I'm not gonna focus too much. I did get around 50% of that storage, and it is a weak storage, so that's good enough. And now I'm gonna send out my giants here, 2 wall breakers, and then use the rest of my troops, the other half of my troops that I saved for this side. So spread around my barbarians and archers. I am using 3 fingers, so what I did was I constantly tapped, and I just basically randomly spreaded them around. You don't want to spread them. You don't want to summon them all, deploy them all at one spot. You do want to move around your hand and tap constantly with 3 of your fingers. And that's the best way to deploy spread out barbarians and archers. So here I got, okay, we're at 41%, doesn't matter. I could go for the 50%, but I don't want to, I don't need to, because I have a bunch of trophies. So over 600,000, excellent. And I did use around 160 troops, I believe. So yeah, as you can see, I don't really need a full army. I can do without having to use so many troops. So here I have 3 wall breakers, so I'm gonna cook 2 each, 2 wall breakers, 4 giants, 2 wall breakers again, 4 giants, and that's gonna get me 7 wall breakers in total. So yeah, around 6 to 8 wall breakers is a good number. So barbarians, archers, as usual, more barbarians than archers, and the reason I'm cooking more barbarians than archers is because barbarians offer more shield. Basically, they're much better at breaking inside a base than archers. Archers die too quickly, but they are very good at attacking over walls. But since I have my Archer Queen, it's a good idea to have more barbarians than archers. So 119 troops, and we're gonna still search. Here, let me put on some music. Some background music. Okay. And as you can see, I did not worry about getting that 50% of the trophies there, just because that if I were to get the 50% of the trophies, I don't need trophies. That's one thing. I don't need to focus on it. But if the town hall is like really like readily available right on the corner of the base, then I'll just get the trophies, because it does help to maintain trophies, because otherwise you're gonna be dropping trophies fast, and I don't want to fall too far below like Silver 3. I don't really like Silver 3 or Bronze League. Bronze League is a really bad place, just because of how few Town Hall 9s and 10s down there are. So you don't want to go too far below. You do want to go at least above Silver 2, where there's a lot of weak Town Hall 9s and 10s everywhere. And those are the bases that you want to feed off of. So as you can see, if I were to lose too much trophies, then I could just easily snipe all of these town halls outside. As you can see, most of the bases here have town halls on the side, so you can just snipe all day and go up quickly to like gold if that's what you want, but don't really need to go to gold. Much easier bases here at silver, even though gold is also pretty good. There's a lot of weak bases, but I'm not trying to maintain trophies, nor am I trying to gain trophies. That's not the point. The point is to make as much gold and elixir and dark elixir. Okay, so I couldn't find anything. I'm gonna go back, and this time I have 172. Previously I had around 120. I want to refill these 2 barracks because they are boosted, so you want to constantly refill them. Otherwise, those 2 barracks are gonna troops very quickly, and it is gonna get emptied out fast if you don't refill it. Okay, here we have 400,000, only 500 Dark Elixir. It's gonna require me to again attack the inside of the base, which I can do pretty easily, but I'm not going to because of the low Dark Elixir in there. If it was more like 1,000 Dark Elixir with the 400,000 total golden elixir, then I would have attacked it. So I'm aiming for a bit more, even though I can attack those bases with weak defenses. I'm just not gonna attack them, just because higher target. Okay, I'm gonna go back, and 208. So in just a few more seconds. Okay, I should have a full army right after I refill these 2 barracks. Okay, so 218. So in like 2 seconds, 1 and 2. There we go. And if you noticed, I also have 2 builders that are idle, so I have been slacking. And of course my queen is awake, she's 24 now. My king is going to level 23, I believe. Yeah, 23. And yeah, and that's because I've been really busy lately with school work and everything. Haven't really had too much time to focus on this account. As you guys know, I have 2 accounts, this and the other one. Also have a Town Hall 6 account that's maxed out, and do want to have some content posted on Town Hall 6, then Town Hall 7, and also move on to Town Hall 8 and have more content on that as well. But just been really busy lately, so yeah, it's gonna take a while. I apologize for that, and the lack of videos recently as well. It's just that I haven't had time, but still gonna try to focus on doing 2 or 3 videos per week. That's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna try my best. And also let me know in the comments below what type of videos you guys want to see, so I get an idea. If you guys want to see more of these, if you enjoy these, if you guys want to see me do more 2-hour sessions. And yeah, I'm also planning on doing more. Like, I've been planning on doing other attacks, compositions consisting of the Loon Bam attack, more giants with barge maybe. Also farm on my Town Hall 10 account. Show you guys how I farm there, how I farm in Masters, how I farm down in even Silver League as a Town Hall 10. Yeah, if I were to focus on just one resource like gold, remember I made a record of 84 million gold in one day, and that is legit. I'm not joking, I'm not making this up. I did make 84 million gold in one day, and I might do a 2-hour session video of me just farming gold to show you guys how fast I can make a lot of gold. And yeah, in order to make 84 million gold in 24 hours, you have to average around 3.5 million gold per hour. So yeah, I'm going to show you how I did that in another 2-hour session. Okay, here we have a lot of resources, but it's really spread out in all 4 of these corners. That's gonna be very annoying, but let's see, should I go for it? I have level 6 mortar right there. Yeah, this is gonna be a very challenging base just because of how spread out it is. I think I'm gonna have to attack. I'm gonna have to core it actually. Yeah, Teslas, possible Teslas around the town hall. I'm hoping those are weak Teslas. Um, Still thinking if I should attack this base. You know what? Let's go for it. I'm gonna attack from this side. This way I can at least get these two storages and then make my way inside the core, and then attack those two storages after the core. Okay, so I'm gonna spread out my giant and then spread out here. Quickly take out this wizard tower. Don't like splash defenses, as they weaken your troops very quickly. So after removing that wizard tower, gonna send out my two wall breakers so they can focus on inside. Send out my queen. Gonna send out my clan castle. Gonna have to send out everything. And I'm also gonna have to keep them healthy, so I'm gonna use that heal spell here. Here I'm not gonna open up. Oh no, I accidentally sent out 3 wall breakers here. I did not want to open up that junction, but oh well. Now I'm gonna send out 2 wall breakers. Actually, no, they already broke inside because of how weak the walls are. So I really didn't need the wall breakers there, but whatever. Here I'm going to place the raid spell inside the core where I have all of my troops in. Great. That was a very good placement of the raid spell. As you can see now, all my troops are now going to basically go all over the place here. Now I'm hoping that, yeah, that queen is very weak, only level 1. Don't have to really worry too much about it. Here I'm going to take out that, and now I'm going to send out my minions right after my archers take out that air defense. My queen was getting shot there, but now it looks like she's safe. Awesome. She did lose about 23% maybe damage, but I'm gonna 3-star this base though, so it's all good. So I did use 2 spells, which is worth it because of all the resources I'm getting in this base. And we're just gonna go for the 3-star. There we go, 3 stars against this base. We got 700,000, 1,800 around Dark Elixir. Very worth it. Okay, so we have 85 troops. My queen did get harmed. 12 minutes I have to wait. I'm not gonna boost her. We're gonna just go without her. 6 wall breakers, so 3 wall breakers here. Let's clean out this barrack and refill it with barbarians. 3, 4, and refill with archers. These 2 barracks are unboosted, so don't really have to constantly refill them, but you do want to refill them if they're half filled. Okay, so I did use all my minions, so I'm gonna cook 8 more each. I have 16 minions, and there we go. So 11 minutes. I have 99 troops, and let's just wait for 100. Yeah, 102. That's good enough. Okay, easy to get, but only 170k each. Not something I'm interested in. Here are the drills. I could get the drills, but it's gonna require me to use almost all my troops there because of the level of defenses. So far it's been around 22 minutes, I believe, and I've made about 900,000 gold, 800,000 elixir, and around 3,000 dark elixir. So that's very good. Remember, I am focusing on all 3 resources, so of course my dark elixir production is gonna be less. But still, a great distribution of all 3 resources. Here I could have gotten that Dark Elixir if I had a full army on my Archer Queen. However, there's no gold or elixir provided in that base. So yeah, it is less attractive. So currently I have 143. We're gonna continue searching. So yeah, I'm looking for those juicier bases with collectors on the outside. So hoping to find them. Usually they're all over the place here in silver. You can find them all the time. Sometimes, no, sometimes it is a bad time. You're not gonna always find it, but most of the time you are. From my experience. So yeah, hopefully this 2-hour session helps a lot because I do need to place 2 of my builders back on upgrading defenses, as I currently have hold on, let me just do this because there's an easy drill to get right there, so I'm just gonna use a few barbarians and archers. Try to not use too many, because all I'm going for is that drill right there. There we go, and that should do it. And we're just gonna reset the game here because some of my archers have targeted the town hall. Don't really want to wait, so I'm just gonna let the game simulate that and get me the win and also save time. As you can see from attack log, as you can see, I won that raid. If I were to give up there, I would have lost a bunch of trophies. I don't want to lose too many trophies. Basically, do want to maintain this range, around 1400, 1300 is okay. Do want to maintain around that range, but even 1100 trophies is okay. But if I fall below at 1100, then it becomes harder to not fall, basically, because of all the easy resource you're gonna find, lots of outside drills and stuff, so you're gonna fall faster. So yeah, I do like to maintain trophies, even though I don't need the trophies, as long as I'm not wasting time. Like what I did in that previous raid, I got the drill, and I also didn't waste any time sniping the town hall or going for 50% or something. Excellent. Look, lots of resources here. Trying to see if I can avoid some defenses. Place a minion there. No, I can't avoid that archer tower. Okay, so we're just gonna go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's a barbarian king. Forgot the range right there. Okay, we're gonna now send out a bit more archers, avoid luring out that king. And here we're gonna use a combination of minions and archers so they don't pull out the king again. And minions and archers are a very good combination because of how bulky minions are. They're very underrated in that sense. They are very bulky. Let's see, can I avoid? There's an air bomb there, and it is gonna pull the Archer Queen. Dang it. Let's distract the queen over there with some barbarians. And now she's being distracted over there. Gonna send out my archers here. More barbarians here. Only have 3 archers left. There's a bunch of juicy collectors up here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna focus on this side here. First, send out 3 archers and the minions to remove those buildings. Gonna send out all my barbarians. Gonna send 2 giants as they make their way to shield them. And we're gonna use a raid spell because of all the resources here. That raid spell is gonna be worth it. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be worth it with all these collectors that I'm getting from here. As you can see, I got almost all of it just from the top here. And it's gonna be a lot of resources, as you'll see at the end. Of course, I didn't get some of the collectors here because I do have an incomplete army. I only started searching with around 100 troops. Not 100, maybe 140, 120. So I did get 500,000 and over 600,000 I mean, not 600, 600 Dark Elixir. Awesome. Here I have 6 giants, 6 wall breakers. That's basically all I need. So continue searching. Don't have to fill those 2 other barracks yet because they are unboosted. They're gonna take a while. So you don't need to always refill your unboosted barracks as long as they're more than half full. So here I'm searching with around 160. No, it wasn't 160. How much troops? Always make sure to know how many troops you have. 149. And so you don't fail. You don't go into a raid knowing that you have 180 maybe, but in actuality you only have like 120 camp space, and that could equate to a fail raid. Happens to me a lot. So yeah, started being more careful with that. Also, take note on your Archer Queen timer. No, it's not worth it. And I know that I had 4 minutes left on my Archer Queen's timer, so I'll get her back in around 3 minutes. Okay, gonna go back home. 188. Queen's at 2.5 minutes. Okay, here we have some Dark Elixir in these drills right on the outside. It's a Town Hall 10 base. Just gonna put 2 archers on the Town Hall to get the trophies. Here I can avoid luring out the Archer Queen with my barbarians. So yeah, it's a good idea to always have a good sense of your range, the range of the Archer Queen. Here I can't avoid, but look here. Could use a minion, just 1 minion there, because that wizard tower is out of range. The air sweeper is not going to do anything, and there's no other air attacking defenses there. Awesome. Here again I can use 1 minion to clear out this factory right here without using my barbarians and archers to remove it, because there is a level 6 wizard tower there. So yeah, I'm using very few troops to get what I want. Here I'm going to send out a few barbarians to keep those defenses distracted. Send out another few more healthier barbarians to keep the wizard tower distracted for my archers over there. So yeah, archers got the drill, and here I have 2 archers on that town hall, so I'm just going to let the game simulate the rest. So I did get a good amount of Dark Elixir there. Let's see how much I got. I got 673, and I only used around 45 troops. So yeah, very worth it. So refill these 2 barracks that are boosted, and don't really have to worry about the other. So 190 and 50 seconds. So I'll just search for like 30 seconds and come back, or 40 seconds. Just because the more you search, the higher you increase the likelihood of finding a dead base, collectors on the outside. So it's always a good idea to search, because the more you search, the higher the probability of finding those bases. So that's how I like to think of it. I like to keep searching because I don't want to waste time. I don't want to lessen the probability of finding such bases like this that I just found. And I do have 190 troops that I know I do. So here I'm going to time that mortar properly, send out my wall breakers after I've sent out my after the launch of the mortar. because mortars launch every 5 seconds. And here I'm going to open up that. Oh no, my wall breakers went for that. I was hoping they would go over there, but instead they attacked. They went for the wall here guarding the camp here, so I probably should have removed that camp first. Looks like I'm not going to be able to get the rest of the collectors over there because it's going to require me to use a spell. Actually, there's 166, so I guess I'll go for it. Use a raid spell, send out my giants here, send out the rest of my archers and the clan castle troops. So I'm going to go for it. Use that raid spell to propel them inside quickly. There we go. They're being propelled in fast. Those defenses are just too weak, so I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to get the 2 gold mines here and there, because they are holding 160,000 in total together, so definitely worth attacking. Here we have a bit of a problem. Okay, no, we don't. We have a lot of troops remaining here. We got those wizards and the giants. So yeah, easy. And this is going to be a 3-star as well. So I guess I'll go for the trophies. Well, it's always a good idea to, you know, have the trophies. That way you can trade the trophies later. Like I can trade like 20 trophies for outside drills. So here we got a total of around 500,000, which is great. And I did get my queen back now. So it's gonna make life even more easier. 6 minions each, because I have 4. And I'm gonna go with 3 wall breakers, 4 giants, and refill it with barbarians. 3 wall breakers, 4 giants, and refill with archers, and refill this with barbarians, and refill this with archers. So yeah, just take a look at how pretty my attack log looks. Okay, so we have 96 troops and we're gonna search. I do have my Archer Queen. I can snipe some drills outside, trade those trophies that I just got for some Dark Elixir. And 96 troops is also a good amount to just get some collectors on the outside if they're loaded. And the Archer Queen is a great sniper, so I could also even snipe some town halls if I wanted to gain some more trophies, so that I can later on trade those trophies. It's a level 1 drill, half full, not worth it at all. I wouldn't even attack a loaded level 1 drill. Sometimes I would ignore loaded level 2 drills as well, just because of how little Dark Elixir they offer. It's usually not worth it. Okay, here we have a good amount of resource, but it's inside those collectors and storages. Here we have a lot of resources, and this is the type of base that I was talking about. Watch what I do here. I'm going to send out 1 minion there. Let's send another minion there. I can avoid the archer tower, and then focus on just these 3 collectors with barbarians and archers. Don't have to focus on those because my minions have them. I accidentally dropped some archers there. Okay, it doesn't matter. Here I'm gonna have to use barbarians and archers again. Can't use minions. There's the air defense there in the wizard tower. And here, let's check the spawnable area. So I'm gonna carefully send out barbarians and archers on this elixir collector, which is being protected by the Tesla cannon and archer tower. Okay, here also protected by that archer tower, so I'm gonna have to send out barbarians and archers, and that should do it. And we can send out 1 archer here and avoid all the defenses and get that drill. Here we have these 2 collectors. Notice that I still have my Archer Queen, so I'm definitely gonna get the rest. So I'm just gonna wait on that archer there. But you know, sometimes I'm a bit impatient, so I'm just gonna use my barbarians because I know that I can get these two collectors with my Archer Queen. First, I'm going to use the minions. Minions can distract the Wizard Tower and the Archer Tower. Main distraction I need is that Archer Tower. Wizard Tower doesn't really do much to my Archer Queen, nor is it in range to attack my Archer Queen. So I'm just going to send out 3 minions, and I know the only defense my Queen's getting shot at by is the cannon. And now she's going to get shot at by the Archer Tower, but I'm going to activate her ability, heal some damages, and I got over 470,000 in total. Lost 18 cups, but whatever. As you guys know, I have a lot of cups that I've been maintaining for attacks such as that. So I only used around 90 troops. So yeah, around 90 troops, and I got all of that. I got 470,000 because of how meticulously, because of how carefully I placed and deployed all my troops and conserved them. I was able to make a lot with those few troops. I was able to get all the collectors actually from outside that base. So as you can see, it is possible to do what I just did with very few troops. So again, 99 troops and Queen's at 30 seconds. So we're just gonna wait for the Queen and get a bit more troops. It's not worth searching for one. It's not worth nexting for one base, because I can just get a few more troops and also my Queen quickly. Great, we got the Queen, we got 118 troops, and we're gonna search. Okay, we're gonna quickly snipe that drill right there. Very easy to get. Few barbarians and Archer Queen. Okay, and then she should probably go for the cannon, but right after the cannon, she's gonna go for the drill. So, no, she's gonna go for the camp, but we have archers there to shield her. So, quick 405 Dark Elixir, which means that that level 3 drill was 100% full. So yeah, didn't really harm my Queen there. Only used like 5 barbarians. Very worth it. And only traded a few cups. And that's the reason I try to gain cups if it's easily available during a raid, so I can maintain them and then trade those cups. I like to call it as trading. You're trading the trophies for free Dark Elixir or free loot that's on the outside. You can't really do this. You can't do this in higher leagues. You can't do this in Masters, Champs, because you don't want to lose trophies that way. If you do that, you're gonna fall off of Masters or Champs or even high crystal leagues if you do that. And that's why I prefer farming down here, because I'm able to do that and make a lot more resources faster because of what I'm doing. Using a few troops, trading cups for free Dark Elixir, free resources, and this way I'm making more resources. Obviously you have loot bonus up there, but it's not really worth it because the loot bonus is just not enough. It's not that much compared to how much you can make down here faster. So as you can see, another dead base, and I'm gonna lose more cups here, but it's gonna be worth it. Actually, I'm not going to lose cups because I'm just going to put 2 archers. No, I am going to lose cups because it's trapped, and I'm going to avoid it. Okay, we're going to place 1 minion here. We can avoid that. Perfect. Can we avoid anything else? Don't think so. No, I don't think I can avoid that, no. Okay, let's start. Let's go for these. All of these collectors here. There's a Barbarian King there, so we're going to put a couple of archers there to avoid pulling that king, and a bunch of barbarians and archers. Have very few of them, but did manage to get all the collectors on this side. I'm gonna avoid that elixir collector instead. Focus on these So what we're gonna do is send out giants here, barbarians, and those barbarians are gonna get the drill over there, but we're gonna use our queen here and make an opening over there with the wall breakers just to get these gold mines. Actually, let's just go for that elixir, use my minions that I saved up. Used a bit too many minions there. You only need around 5 of them against an archer tower and wizard tower combo that's really weak. So we're at 42%. Don't really need the 50%, but let's see if I can safely get it without harming my queen. Looks like I can, so I'm just gonna end it there. So yeah, didn't really lose trophies because of how easy it is beating these bases with even 90 troops right there, 90 camp space worth. So over 500,000 again, and only used less than half an army. Okay, 2, 4, 2, 4. And as you can see, I'm still around the same trophy range, 1392. I haven't really lost anything, even though I'm not focusing on trophies, even though I've been dropping a lot of trophies. It's just because of how easy it is to get trophies here. Okay, and we have 107, but we have our queen, so we're gonna continue searching. Not enough, it's too little. Always aim for a lot, aim for like at least 200,000 gold, 200,000 elixir, a good amount of dark elixir as well. Okay, again, we found lots of resource here, but we're not gonna be able to get all of it, so we're just gonna focus on what we can get. We're gonna place one archer there, free dark elixir here. Can we get that? No, that cannon's in the way. There's a barbarian king there, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna send a few barbarians there and quickly get that drill, keep the king distracted. We're just gonna get that free elixir collector, kind of free, because we can avoid that archer queen, and we're not gonna attack those collectors guarded by the heroes just because they're gonna require too much effort. Could go for this drill, so let's just go for it. And we can also we still have our queen, so we can get a quick snipe on any of the collectors now. So that's what I'll do. Send her out and quickly use her ability. I want to instantly use that. So we got 810 dark elixir, over 100,000 elixir, and we only use 42 troops. Awesome. So how long do we have? 1 hour and 13 minutes left. Great. Continue searching. Okay, we have some loaded dark elixir drills. The collectors are not that loaded, even though they look loaded, but they're probably holding around 180,000 each, if I were to estimate. Can't really get the dark elixir drills, even though they're very loaded. They're guarded by high level defenses, so it's gonna require me to basically use everything there to just get like one drill. Really not worth it. So even though there are some loaded drills, and even though it looks like a dead base with lots of resources inside the collectors or drills, you have to treat them like storages, as you would treat them as storages inside a base. You have to treat them the same way. If they're collectors inside the base, even if it's a dead base, you have to treat it as if the resource is inside storages inside the base, because it's still the same level of difficulty. It actually is sometimes harder to get loaded collectors inside a base than storages inside a base, because the resources are really inside storages. There's less storages than there are collectors. So basically, if let's say this whole base was full of resources, if all the collectors here were 100% full, I would avoid this base, just because of how difficult it is to get all the resources. It's really heavily guarded. All those drills and collectors are inside the base. Of course, I would go for the drill because it's very easy to snipe them with archers or even your Archer Queen over the wall. But if it was gold and elixir, I would avoid it because of how spread out it is and how many drills there are, how many collectors there are. There's like 6 elixir collectors and 6 gold mines for a Town Hall 10, and you have 5 each for a Town Hall 9. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And you're also not going to get much because of how spread out it is. Okay, let's return home for more troops. We have 209, so we're just going to quickly refill this and continue searching, this time with the full army. Okay, so we have 214, so I guess I'll just wait a few seconds. 217. Okay, there we go. Dang, these 2 drills are empty, but there's a lot of Dark Elixir in the storage and drill, but it is guarded by that multi-inferno. I was really hoping it wasn't guarded by multi-inferno, otherwise it would be easy to get. Otherwise it's gonna be risky. Possibility that, where's this clan castle? Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. Should I go for it? I know I can get it, but it's gonna be it may be risky, because you also have to worry about the Teslas inside the empty spaces. Should I or should I not? Because I'm definitely gonna have to use a rage spell. What the heck, let's just go for it. Check for clan castle, nothing there. Quickly take out this wizard tower with the combination of archers, barbarians, and minions, because it's gonna get in the way. Also don't want my giants to get pulled in by it. And now I'm gonna send out my giants here, open up this compartment quickly, get them inside, and then gonna use 2 wall breakers there, use a rage spell, assist the wall breakers, open inside, send out my queen, send out all my archers, have to be safe here, and there we go, we're gonna get it all perfect. Yep. Great. And that's how you do a quick take, or whatever you want to call it. 2,900. Awesome. Don't know why I was second guessing myself there, because I do this all the time against Dark Elixir that's that easy to get, even if there's a multi-inferno. The reason it was much easier to get is because I have an Archer Queen. So when I don't have an Archer Queen, I probably would have definitely avoided that, just because it's very hard to get, even though it is possible to get with my archers over the walls and with more wall breakers and stuff. Definitely possible to get it with the rage spell, but I try to avoid them just because multi-inferno, it's very risky. Okay, we have 95 troops and we're gonna continue searching. So yeah, the Archer Queen makes life much easier. Only problem is I have to place her back on upgrade soon, and she's usually always on upgrade, so I don't really get to use her much. But once she's at level 30, I'm gonna be using her all the time to farm, do wars, possibly even trophy push as a Town Hall 9 to like Titan once I get my heroes to level 30. I think that's gonna be one of my goals. Because I do want to keep this account at Town Hall 9. I already have a Town Hall 10 account, which is my main account, and I do want to experience like all the things Town Hall 9 has to offer in terms of war, pushing, also continue to do base designs as a Town Hall 9 player so I can share some great base designs, and also continually upload content for Town Hall 9 players, because I do want to have content for everyone, not just Town Hall 10 players, but also Town Hall 9. And I also have a mini account that's gonna be going up to Town Hall 8 soon, maybe in a few more months, but once that happens, I'm gonna have more content on Town Hall 8, because I do know that there's a lot of players that are Town Hall 8 players, and don't want to neglect them. Here we have the collectors in one place. Even though there's not that much, it's very easy to get. So I'm gonna try to get them all with all my minions and archers, just spread them around lazily, but at the same time quickly, because the faster you deploy them, the more you can overwhelm the defenses. Let's go for that drill, and yeah, let's send out my Clinic House of Troops on that camp, and then once they get closer there, I'm going to open up those walls. Once that cannon's distracted, there we go, open up those two walls, kind of open them up, but yeah, there we go, and hopefully we can get that drill, because I still have my queen and I do want to use her for a snipe on this side. We have 48,000, so I guess I'll just go for that elixir. Yeah, elixir collector. Use your ability there, protector, and we're gonna head out with over 380,000. Okay, and we have 3 wall breakers, so let's invert it this time. Don't wanna remove all my troops in my barracks here. We have 4 minions, so I need 6 each. Okay, we have 87 troops, still have my queen. Great. I guess I'll start searching. So yeah, I had 90 troops, so I can't find anything in the next few seconds. I'm gonna quickly go back to my home, get a few more troops, because 90 is usually not enough, as you guys have seen, to get like all the collectors. So it's always a good idea to have like at least 120, at least half your army. So right now I have 120, and I'm gonna continue searching. So one of the first things I look at here when I'm searching are the drills. That's like the first thing I look at, not the Dark Elixir offer, because sometimes you're gonna get like 2,000. Like here you have 1478, but you know that they're all in the storage here, even though it looks empty. Those drills are empty, so it's all in the drill. It's all in the storages. So that's why I look at the drills first and the location of the Dark Elixir storage, and then I look at the Dark Elixir offer. Like here it's pretty easy to get and looks like it's pretty loaded, but it's not. It's a level 3 storage and there's only like 858 Dark Elixir and is guarded by a king. So it's really not worth attacking that. Even though you can get it easily, it's just not enough Dark Elixir uh, because of how many troops you would have to use to get it all. So yeah, that's like the first thing I look at is the drill, and also look at the collectors too. Drill and the collectors, because if the drill is empty, then that means all the collectors are empty too. No one has loaded drills but unloaded elixir or gold mines. That's just not common. Yeah, that just doesn't happen. If the drills are empty, the other collectors are going to be empty. It's much easier to look at the drills. Sometimes you have more Dark Elixir inside a drill than you have inside collectors. So we're gonna go back. We didn't find anything. 173. Thanks for the barbarian, Yerby. And let's refill these 2 barracks. They are boosted. Okay, didn't really find anything, so let me go back. 203. So in like a few more seconds, I'm gonna get a full army. Here, the level 3 drill is half full, so not really half full, but around 40 to 60% full. So not really worth attacking that. Here we have that level 3 drill, looks pretty full, so we're gonna go for that one. Level 2 drill here, based on how easy it is to get, I'm gonna attack it just because of how easy it is. And we can place a minion there to avoid defenses, so quickly remove those 2 threats. And then I guess we're gonna go for the town hall as well, just because it's right there on the corner, so it's a good idea to maintain your trophy so I can later on trade those trophies for free resource. That should be enough. Yep. And we'll use do want to use my queen, but then again I have to wait a while. We'll just use a few more barbarians and archers on that, and then we'll just use our queen in the end to get that drill. So right after that builder hut, my queen's gonna go for the drill, because that's the next closest, as you guys will see in a moment. So I'm going to send my queen now, and then instantly activate her ability so defenses don't touch her. So here, send her out, activate her ability, and as you can see right after the builder hut, she went for the drill as predicted. So 630 Dark Elixir, very worth it. And I also have a full army now as I refill these 2 barracks. See? Full army, and we're gonna continue searching. That drill is half full. If it was a half full level 4 drill, I would go for it, but half filled level 3 drills are not really worth it. Unless if there were like 2 of them. Okay, here we have a half filled 40. Okay, I like to call it half filled, even though it actually isn't. It could be half filled, but it may not. So let's just call it half filled. Much easier to say than 40 to 60%. So we're just gonna go for that, and we're gonna head out with some few trophies. So the mortars do damage your Archer Queen. That's like one of the threats to the Archer Queen, because even if you use the ability, mortars will damage her a bit. It'll just scratch her a bit, but you'll have to just wait a few more seconds. So I do like to sometimes avoid getting her hit by mortars. More than multiple get hit by mortars multiple times. One shot is okay. That's fine because I just have to wait a few seconds. You do want to avoid getting her shot more than once by mortars, because then you're gonna have to wait a few minutes, like more than 3 minutes. Don't really like waiting 3 minutes for my Archer Queen. I like always having her when I'm searching, because she's just a big help. It's a Town Hall 10 base, 3,000 offer, which means that those drills could be anywhere between 200 to like 400 Dark Elixir in them. Not really worth it. Okay, let's go back. We have a full army now. Actually, I think I think I did have a full army. Shouldn't have went back, but whatever. Those mistakes will happen sometimes, where you forget that you had a full army and then you go back. It's because of how many barbarians and archers I have currently. I have 73 barbarians and 63 archers, so I thought that I didn't have a full army, just because I'm not used to using giants a lot. They do eat up a lot of your camp space. So instead here he has clan castle. Oh no, Tesla's. Okay, in this case, just gonna head out with the Dark Elixir quickly before those archers come back. Don't really want to waste any troops taking them out. So 630 Dark Elixir quickly right there, and we still have a full army. Great. So yeah, hopefully you're learning a lot from this. If you want to make a good distribution of all resources, this is probably the best method, in my opinion. And if you have an Archer Queen. If you don't have an Archer Queen, then don't use giants. Just because giants with BAM really isn't very effective without an Archer Queen. It is gonna be effective, it's gonna be efficient, but it's not gonna be as effective without the Archer Queen, because the main point of the giants and its composition is to shield your Archer Queen. So instead just use BAM. Just use barbarians, archers, and minions like I usually do. But if you do have the Archer Queen, then you can use some giants. You don't necessarily need 8 of them. You can even do with 4 of them. I mean, not 4, 6 of them if you're not boosting. We have a drill right there, and I think it's full, 100% full. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up my queen here. I should have actually tested for Teslas first to be safer. Yeah, don't do that. First send out some barbarians to check if they're Teslas. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Because of her range, she could sometimes avoid triggering Teslas from the side. Okay, here I'm gonna send out some barbarians, archers, one giant because of that wizard tower there, and that should do it. Because wizard towers really don't do much to a tank like a giant that has a lot of HP. So now I'm just gonna activate her ability, get that drill. I'm gonna head out. So 405, yeah, as I predicted, it was 100% full. So 405 Dark Elixir right there, which is very worth it because I only use like 20 troops, 20 camp space worth. And let's refill these and continue searching. Okay, usually I would not attack a base like this, but as you can see, all the resources are one-sided. So we're gonna send out 1, 2, 3 giants. That's all we need, and then spread our barbarians. So secondary defenses, and send out archers. Try to conserve them. I might not need all of them, but there is a barbarian king there, so I'm gonna have to use a bit more because he's gonna pull and distract my troops there. And let's go for that collector over there. That cannon is distracted, so this is a good time to send out your barbarians and archers. And you can avoid that wizard tower with the archer's range. The archers have 3.5 range, wizard towers have a 7 tile attack range. So if you do the math, you can avoid it. And here we have our archers going around here. So now we can send out our queen to get that gold mine right there. And it is holding a good amount, so there we go. And we also got 2 stars, so that's a good amount. 170k each, but look at how many troops I use. I only use half an army for a total of 340,000, I believe. So it is worth it. So 137, we're going to continue searching. Whoa, look at all the Dark Elixir, but I'm gonna have to avoid it just because this one's empty. This is the easiest direction to get in and avoid the Archer Queen. If you're gonna attack from this side, you're gonna have to worry about the Archer Queen, you're gonna have to worry about the Barbarian King and all of these high defenses for a Town Hall 10. So this is a definite skip, even though there's a lot of Dark Elixir. You can't really mess with a base like this. Okay, here we have these 2 drills. Much easier to get, but we're gonna have to, we're gonna use our queen for that one. So here, let's use, oh man, I'm gonna have to break inside, but can't. Let's remove these first, builder hut and army camp, because they're gonna pull our troops. Yeah, let's just go for this one instead with barbarians and archers and get that one before I pull in the Archer Queen. Okay, let's see, what can I do here? They're gonna go that way. Can I open here? Yeah, I can open that. Send out a few barbarians and then make some space and then send out your archers because of that mortar. You don't want to send them together or else they're both gonna get shot by the mortar. And here we're going to use a queen because we've removed the builder hut and the camps. We can now send in the queen and quickly snipe the drill before that enemy Archer Queen distracts us. So 700 right there with only a few troops. It's all looking great, making tons of resources. And we have 174 troops. We're going to continue searching. $200k each, 1,000 Dark Elixir. Don't have a full army though. I'm gonna have to break inside and also gonna have to attack the inside of the space to get everything. I could do so. Do have a heal spell, which would be necessary. Should I go for it? Those drills have some Dark Elixir, meaning there's around 800 Dark Elixir inside that storage. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Let's go back home to get some more troops first. 205. Okay, let's continue searching. So after a few more seconds, if I can't find anything, I'm gonna come back and have a full army instead of 205 troops. Oh look, someone's using my my base. I think this is called the Eye of the Tiger. That's cool. So now I have a full army and I'm gonna continue searching. Okay, we have a lot of resources here, but I think we have 100,000 inside the base. Yeah, it's still worth it though. I'm not gonna go for the elixir storage just because if I was to get it, I would have to break inside, and that's just gonna require more effort. And instead, I'm just gonna get the 200,000 each on the outside, which is much easier to get. Oh no, I accidentally deployed my giants because I was using both hands and multiple fingers there. Sometimes that happens where I accidentally drop a different troop. I meant to tap the archer button. I actually tapped the giants. So I guess I'll just use my queen there, see how far she gets with those giants. And use wall breakers to break inside this. Yeah. No, she's going that way, but I think she's gonna move towards the other direction. No, she's gonna go towards the can. Okay, there we go. She goes this way now. Alright, and she's being protected, shielded by the giants. Can she get inside the second layer though and get that elixir storage? No, she's gonna go around and get the gold storage. Okay, that's fine. We'll just head out with that. And we did get the 1 star as well, so 360,000, which is good. So yeah, failed deployment of giants, but I made it out alive. 2 wall breakers, 4 giants, fill the rest. Oh no, no, not barbarians, archers this time. And 1 minion. Okay, so we still have our queen healthy, 137 troops. We're gonna continue. Okay, that's a lot of Dark Elixir here. I think I'm only gonna be able to get one of them. Yeah, not enough troops to get that drill. It's guarded by that level 7 mortar. Actually, maybe I can get it because that level 7 wizard tower and the multi-infernal, they are being upgraded. Yeah, let's attempt. It's gonna be tough. I don't have enough troops. Let's just play it safe and just get this drill and just head out, because I'm gonna have to open up this wall right here. It's gonna require 3 wall breakers because a Lego wall. Okay, I was unable to open it, but it's fine. Barbarians are gonna finish the rest, and we're just gonna use our queen here, and we're just gonna head out. Just take that drill, and we have 775 Dark Elixir from that, which is great. Okay, so 113 troops. We're gonna continue searching. Okay, so let's go back. Still nothing. 148 troops. Continue search. Okay, we have these 2 level 6 drills, very easy to get, so let's get that town hall first, because I do have around 140 troops, so this way I can spend a few seconds to get more troops, and at the same time maintain some trophies, gain some trophies, and also get these 2 level 6 drills that are around 20 to 40% full. So right after the archers have taken out that town hall, I'm gonna now send out my barbarians and archers. There's a level 6, level 7 Teslas there. Bit of a nuisance, but should be able to get by. Yeah, level 6, level 7 Teslas are very deadly for Barch because of how much damage and how rapidly they inflict that damage. My queen did get hit once, but 400 Dark Elixir there, and yeah, gonna have to wait 2.5 seconds. But it's alright, it's not too bad. Did get 400 Dark Elixir. Camp's at 136, so I'm just gonna continue searching without the queen. Don't want to waste any time waiting for her. Okay, we have a level 3 drill, half filled, not worth it. Now I'm actually making a lot more gold in Elixir. Uh, Currently I've made over 2.4 billion, not a million, gold, and over 2 million Elixir in my storages, but in actuality I made a lot more because I've spent a lot of gold searching. I've been constantly searching nexting. So yeah, spent a lot of gold on that, and on my army I spent a lot of Elixir on the level 6 Barch and the Giants, and of course some Dark Elixir on my minions. So yeah, I am spending a lot, but I'm also making a lot. I'm making a lot more profit. I'm making tons. Alright, let's go back, and we have 179, 47 seconds on our Archer Queen. Okay. So I'll just wait for, I'm just gonna search for like 40 seconds and then come back. Okay, there. We have a level 3 drill, pretty easy to get. I think we can avoid the archer tower there with the minions, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna be able to avoid it after. Yeah, there's also a Tesla there. Okay, just gonna wait for my archer there. Also gonna put 2 archers on that town hall, and I'm just gonna send out barbarian shields, the archers behind them, and use like 6 archers, and that's gonna do it. Yeah. And we're gonna let the game simulate the rest. Actually, yeah, simulate the rest. Okay, refill these 2 barracks, and we have our queen back, of course. 208. I'll just search for a few seconds. Okay, didn't really find anything. Now before I go back to base, I'm just gonna quickly snipe this town hall. And I'll come back to a full army though. I'll also gain like 6 trophies just to maintain my range, because I am at 1300 now, which is still great. So now I have a full army, and I'm going to continue searching with it. I'm not going to go back to my base because my barracks are still training troops even though I have a full army. So it doesn't matter even if I search for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes without finding anything, because even if I search for 10 minutes and I use my whole army, I'm going to come back to my base and find that I have a full army ready. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with searching for too long. Even if you can't find anything for like 5 minutes straight, it doesn't really matter. But you should continue searching. You shouldn't just lower your target. That's one of the biggest mistakes people do, is that they lower their target. Like if they're targeting 200,000 gold and 200,000 elixir minimum, and they can't find anything for 5 minutes, they would just, you know, be content with around 150,000 gold or 150,000 elixir and make even less, and also waste a lot of time. In that case, I don't like doing that. I actually like increasing my target sometimes if I can't find anything. Okay, here we have this drill, so we're gonna go for this drill first, and the other drill we're gonna snipe with our queen. Okay, there we go. That should do it, and we'll just focus on here. A few barbarians and the queen, and that should do it. And activate our ability, and we'll head out there. We should, yeah, we're gonna get 810 because both of them were 100% full. Refill these two barracks. Let's check how long do we have left. We have 32 minutes left. So this 2-hour session is gonna end in around 32 minutes. So far I made a ton of gold, Dark Elixir, Elixir. We have these two drills spread out here. Okay, we're gonna use a few archers here to remove that, and a few archers to remove that out of the way. And we're gonna put a minion, 2 minions on that king. It's gonna take a while, so we're just gonna put 2 of them instead. And we're gonna wait for our archers to remove that builder hut, and I'll send in some barbarians and archers as my archers have cleared the path. And send in some more barbarians there. That should do it. And now we can focus on this drill. Barbarians and archers. This is a level 6 drill. It has much higher HP, so you're gonna have to use a bit more barbarians and archers for that. And looks like that king is still alive. Let's pull it out here. Use a minion there. Kill it quickly. Actually, we're gonna have to remove. We're gonna have to use a bunch of troops because Clan Castle, Town Hall, they have a lot of hit points. It takes a while to take them out. And we're also going to send out our queen now, because right after that town hall she's going to go after the drill because of the angle I sent her in this angle. So as you can see, she's going to go for that drill right afterwards. Didn't even need my queen actually. Should have actually saved more barbarians and archers, but we did manage to get 726 with around 65 troops. Okay, 204, so gonna search for a few seconds and then come back if I can't find anything, because 204 troops are enough. You don't really need 100 you don't really need 220 troops, but it does help having a full army at times, so that is why I go back for that full army. So we're gonna use a few barbarians there just to get that town hall, and our goal here is going to be the 2 level 6 drills. We have level 7 mortars there. Okay, let's send in 1 giant just to create that extra dimension to keep the mortars distracted. And I think we're going to have to break inside here for our barbarians, just because archers may not be safe enough. Yeah, it's going to be tough because of the level of defenses, but you know, I'm using a lot of troops here just to be safe, even though I didn't need that many troops, because here on this side I know I have my Archer Queen, so I'm going to use her on this side. So send out 4 giants because these defenses are really strong. Gonna need a good amount of shield for my queen. It's because obviously I want to keep her at full health, 100% without worry. So as you can see, those defenses are very strong. They've really weakened, taken out all my giants almost. I did manage to get the 2 drills, and can I get anything else? Let's see. Alright, let's end there because my queen was about to get targeted there. So 180,000 and 2,000 Dark Elixir, awesome. So we're gonna go with 3 wall breakers. We have 2 giants, so cook 3 giants. And refill the rest with barbarians. So again, 3 wall breakers and 3 giants. And refill with archers. $102 troops, so let's continue searching because we do have our Archer Queen. Even if I didn't have my Archer Queen, I would continue searching just to find some good Dark Elixir, possible Dark Elixir drills that are loaded on the outside of the base, or even some dead bases with collectors on outside. Still worth searching with 100 troops. Because your barracks are still training. It's not like your barracks are gonna stop training if you're searching. They're still training. They're still cooking more troops. Your camps are still filling up. As you can see, now I have 113, 115. No Dark Elixir. Not much Gold or Elixir either. So let's see. Here we have these two level 3 drills. Looks very juicy. So we're gonna go for it. May not be 100% full, but still a good amount. Those two archers went for the camp. Yeah, not worth getting the rest because you're gonna have to use a few more troops. There's only like 2% left in that drill, so usually it's not worth. And here we're gonna use our Archer Queen to get that Town Hall. No, our Queen's getting... Oh no, that was the mortar damage. I thought she was getting targeted. I was worried there for a second. So yeah, 430 Dark Elixir. And... continue searching. We have our Archer Queen back. Okay, go back home. 138 troops. Wish the gold mines were as filled as the elixir, but it's not. Only 300,000 total there, so not worth it. Okay, let's go back home. This time we have 168 troops. Great. That's 75% full. Okay, there we go. A few archers here. Remove that builder hut out of the way. And get those out of the way. Put 3 archers there, just get the town hall. Actually, gonna have to attack the inside of the base. Nope, there's a Tesla there. Hopefully my archers are out of range. If not, oh well, doesn't really matter because I don't need the trophies. Take out that wizard tower, really weak wizard tower. And yeah, right after my minion takes that out, now I have a clear path. Gonna send out that. Just need 1 wall breaker just to free my barbarians there to go inside. Okay, now even though I used a bunch of barbarians and archers there, it doesn't matter because I have my queen and she's gonna deal a lot of work on the other side, as you will see right now. I'm gonna send out 3 giants. They are a bit slow, so I'm gonna wait. One of them is going around, and only need 1 wall breaker, as you guys know, against this level 5 wall. And minions going over that way. Gonna send out my minions here. And it's gonna send out my minions on that mine right there. And now I'm gonna have to use my Archer Queen's ability because she's getting targeted. And we're gonna have to head out here. Yeah, she's getting targeted. We're gonna have to head out. Doesn't even matter if I lost the trophies if I didn't get the town hall. At least I got 400,000, and I have to wait 12 minutes there. I should have actually hit that surrender button earlier. But oh well. One wall breaker and 2 giants. So we're gonna have to wait 11 minutes, and we have 22 minutes left. It's good enough. So 91 troops, but we're still gonna search even without our Archer Queen. Don't really have to rely too much on her. She does make life easier against some bases and sniping, also sniping collectors or sniping town hall. But don't really have to focus on that. Okay, didn't really find anything, so I'm gonna go back. 110. Okay, here we have these 2 drills, level 4 drill. Use 1 archer there, 2 archers to get the town hall, and we're gonna have to make a path here. Because it is a level 6 drill and it's around 40 to 60% full, so it's very worth it to get that drill right there on the outside. Hopefully that's enough. Yep. And we're gonna head out there, let the game simulate the town hall and the archers going for that drill. And if I was to estimate, I'd say that's around like 500 Dark Elixir. So let's see. 625, even better. Nice. $112. Alright, let's continue searching. We could go for that drill, but it's gonna require a lot of work. Level 6 wizard tower there. Would have gone for it if I had my queen though, but this is much better here. I'm gonna go for that drill. We're gonna have to remove these sweepers out of the way. No, the cannons in the way. I'm gonna have to use archers then. Okay, here we're gonna use, what we're gonna do is distract that queen. Can we pull her out there with those barbarians? Yeah, we can. Now we have to quickly take that drill before she gets here. No, she's already got in there. It's because she's so powerful. She knocks out your barbarians and archers in just one shot. Yeah, we had to use a lot of troops there. Okay, here we're gonna have to send out barbarians. No, that minion went over there. Can we get that drill with the archers we have? I think we can. Yeah, we can avoid the cannons over there. Perfect. And we'll head out there with a lot of Dark Elixir. 1,100, and we only use less than 60 troops. Okay, 8 minions. Still have 3 spells. 17 minutes left. 7 minutes on my queen. And only have like 67 in barbarians and archers total. Okay, 3,600. Would have been able to get that with the queen, but otherwise it's going to be very risky with the amount of troops I have, and really not worth it. It's a Town Hall 9. If it was 100% filled, storage. Can we get this? We can get it, but we're gonna have to use a bunch of troops. But it is a level 4 drill, so it's kind of worth attacking. But at the same time, I might have to use all my troops because of all the defenses surrounding it. So I'm not gonna go for it actually. Now I have 150 troops. Search. Okay, here we go. We have a lot of resources here. First, check for anything we can get without having to... Nope, we can't reach that. That case, spread out our barbarians, archers. Spread our barbarians. Try to avoid that queen though. Archers, barbarians, archers, barbarians, and archers. Hopefully that was a good even distribution of all of them around the base. Yep, got a lot. Great. And we're not gonna be able to get the town hall. Doesn't matter. We're gonna head out because we're gonna get a lot of resources. Over 400,000 in total. So yeah, over 400,000 and use less than 100 troops. So as you guys can see, that's all you need basically to get resources from a base with collectors that are loaded on the outside the base. And that is why I start searching. Even with 95 troops right now I'm gonna start searching. Okay, go back. 125. And I think I'm gonna get my queen back in like 3 minutes. Okay, lots of resources here. I probably would have attacked this if I had a full army and my queen. Would have attacked it inside of the base. But I don't have that, so I'm just gonna avoid it. Otherwise, those collectors are not really that full, so it's not worth attacking. Okay, here we have these two level 3 drills, so we're gonna definitely go for that because they 80 to 100% full. Okay, that should be enough, and here we're gonna send in a bunch of barbarians and archers, and that should be enough as well. And we're gonna ignore the town hall. Actually, we'll just do this with 1, 2, 3, 4 archers and see if we can get the town hall that the game simulate. And look at that, we did get it. 5 trophies, didn't lose any trophies. I'm not gonna show the replay, but yeah, I had a good feeling that that archer tower and the cannons on the left and right of that town hall were out of the way, were out of range for my archers. So yeah, not gonna waste any time showing off replays. Gonna use that 12 minutes that I have left. 2 minutes left on my queen. Alright, keep searching. Okay, someone's using my hypercube base. Not gonna attack it, of course. Okay, we have a lot of resources here, but we only have a few troops. Let's see, where can we get a lot? You know what, I'm gonna try my best though. I'm gonna try my best to get as much as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The mortar is out of range. 1 wall breaker there. Bunch of barbarians and archers. Heal spell there. I'll focus on this side. 4. All my barbarians and archers here. Wall breakers. And heal spell here. Do I have enough? Nope. Gonna send out my Clan Castle troops then. And yeah, that should be it. Should be able to get all of it. And also the 50% most likely, because of just how weak this base is. You're gonna find these weak bases everywhere in Silver League. Yeah, that's it. Don't really have to spend more time watching this raid. It could be a 3-star, but don't really need it. 560,000, awesome. And we got our queen back. Okay, cook some more giants. Actually, since we're low on time, we just need, we just need 6 wall breakers and we just need 6 giants. Don't really need too much. $106, and let's request for some troops. And we're not gonna wait, we're just gonna keep searching. Okay, here we have that level 3 drill, pretty full, but not gonna be able to get it. Okay, let's go back. 118, 120. So yeah, we have like 9 minutes left, I believe. Let's see what else can we squeeze in the last remaining minutes. Okay, there we go. Lots of resources here. Use that giant, keep those defenses distracted. Not going to send out all my troops, of course. Need to have a good distribution of them here. And here, I'm going to send out my barbarians and archers on this side. Not going to send out here because there's a king there. Don't want to pull him out. And I'm going to use my queen lastly to snipe those 2 gold mines before that that king becomes a problem. Okay, here, activate our ability. Now that king is gonna, nope, I'm gonna be able to ignore him. Perfect. So around 380,000. Great. And let's refill these 2 boosted barracks. "76 troops, continue searching." Even with 76, it's all good. Because I'm just going to come back if I can't find another base like the previous base I just raided. Okay, go back home. 100 troops. Actually, let's also check how long we have left. We have 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay. So I made a lot. I made a ton of gold, ton of elixir, and a ton of dark elixir. And at the end, I'll do the sum. See how much I got in total of all 3 resources. Pretty sure it's a lot. The second half was a bit slower than the first half, I think. But you're always going to end up with a good amount. If you do the same method that I'm doing right now, you're always going to end up with a good amount of resource. Okay, here we have a lot of dark elixir, but they're inside those drills, really hard to get, guarded by the heroes and infernos. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to get one of them. Looking at how many troops I have. Yeah, let's go for it. 5 giants here. There are Teslas outside. Why does this guy have Teslas right outside here? Come on, man. He's gonna use that last remaining raid spell. And because we're running out of time. Looks like our wall breakers didn't make it through. Let's open that up for our queen. Get our giant in there. Only 1 giant left. And once my queen makes it inside, she should be able to get the drill there. Great. And we're just gonna head out. So 1,200 dark elixir there, great. And since we're running low on time, we're just not going to train any giants or wall breakers. Let's just end it with a good note. Just bam, barbarians, archers, and minions. Because they train very quickly and we only have 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Okay, nothing here. Go back home. 126. Okay, these two drills are pretty loaded. Let's go for it. Barbarians, archers behind. There's a barbarian king over there, so I'm gonna use my archer queen for that. Okay, that's enough. And instead of sending out barbarians, they're gonna pull the king, so I don't want barbarians to pull the king, so I'm not gonna send out barbarians. But now I am, because now my troops are gonna get close. So gonna have to use that archer queen to take out that king quickly. And yeah, that should do it. Activate her ability, and she should be able to get the drill as well. And we'll just end it there. 567 Dark Elixir. We have 79 troops. And we have 2 minutes left. Alright, let's see what we can get. Okay, yeah, good resources here. Let's use that minion. We can avoid the archer tower, great. And now let's focus on these gold mines. I only have a very few number of barbarians and archers. Okay, 2 barbarians here, archers, and yeah, I think that's it. We have 15 minions. Okay, get some resource here. That drill looks juicy. And here, what we're gonna do here is we can avoid that air defense, and let's just remove those defenses first. And now send in our queen, activate her ability, and perfect. 630 Dark Elixir. We have 28 seconds left. At the same time, we're gonna get our queen back. I guess that's it. I'll just end it there. And let's see what is the total number of golden elixir I got throughout this whole 2-hour live session. I started with hey look, I have 119,000 exact Dark Elixir. Perfect, that's gonna make my calculation much easier. So I started with 95,700 Dark Elixir, so 19,000 plus 4.3, that's 3.7. So I made 23,700 Dark Elixir, so that's around 24,000 Dark Elixir. We'll estimate it to be 24,000. And for gold, we currently have around 4.5 million gold, and we started with around 990,000 gold, so that's 1 million. So 4.5 minus 1 million, we have 3.5 million gold. Awesome. And we also started with 600,000 elixir, and now we have 3,600,000. So that's going to be a total of 3 million elixir. So we made a total of 3.5 million gold, 3 million elixir. Obviously we made a lot more if we neglect how much I've nexted. I spent 750 gold searching, so in actuality I made a lot more gold in my gold grab and elixir escapade stat, but I'm not going to count that. I'm just going to count how much I actually profited, and I profited in total 7.5 million resource and around 24,000 dark elixir in this 2-hour live session. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to definitely like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your clanmates. how to efficiently make a lot of resources, a lot of gold elixir, dark elixir in a short amount of time using this method. And also be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Means a lot, supports this channel, so definitely subscribe. And I'll see you guys again soon. Be sure to comment below if you guys want to see more of this. So yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. Later.